The last thing that I told a hater, baby, thank you for the motivation. Love, man, I'm really trying to motivate you. Celebrate when you know you made it. Don't worry, it ain't overrated. I'm just trying to get you motivated. Simply lemonade, bottle full of mixed liquor. Y'all get on my nerves like a kid's sister. Do a couple deals, they wanna get with you.
How you doing? This is Coach D from Code 31 Media, Interviews on Demand, and I got a very special guest. Introduce yourself, young man.
What the deal? This is T-Money-Formerly of the hit television show YO MTV RAPS and present CEO of T450 Style and Launch. Here with my girl in the building, Code 31 Media, doing this thing. You know what I mean? That's how we do it right now.
So to my audience who may not know anything about you, I might have like younger heads that don't know about MTV RAPS and all that. Give them a little background of where you started from.
Well, I started from, I'm straight up from Long Island, Strong Island, Long Island. Peace out to my peoples out there.
Okay.
Myself, I used to DJ as a youngster, and I got on a radio station with my partner, Dr. Dre from YO MTV RAPS.
Okay.
We did a radio station called WBAU in Garden City, Long Island.
Okay.
You know, from there, we got a deal with Rick Rubin and Russell Simmons. We were one of the first, actually, we were one of the first 5 groups that get signed at Def Jam. It was the Junkyard Band, it was LL Cool J, it was the Beasties, T-La Rock, and Original Concept, which was me and Dr. Dre's group. So from there, we toured, we went on the road, we did a tour with Latifah. We put out music that right now is referred to as Miami bass music with songs called Can You Feel It, Acknowledge Me. And from there, we went on to do YO MTV RAPS, which is still one of the most iconic television shows that catered to the culture in MTV history and with television history. We were actually, we were really big, man. We were in every country, even Japan.
Really big,
even Japan, you know what I mean?
And how did you score that deal? How did you score that MTV RAPS? Like,
well, what it was that there was 2 people who founded, helped found YO MTV RAPS. It was Peter Doherty and Ted Demme, right? Ted Demme knew Ed Lover from previous days before he became an executive at the channel. And Peter Doherty knew Dr. Dre from the Beastie Boys days because Dre used to DJ with the Beastie Boys. So they wanted those 2 guys to get together and do a show. Now, myself and Dre were already in a group, and me and Dre were doing clubs in the city. So every time every day, me and Dre would be in the city, going to record pools. Plus we were doing production. We were working, doing stuff for Def Jam and everything else. So it was a natural fit because I was always there. So once the show got on, they needed somebody actually to read the mail and do other things on the show. I started doing characters. I started, the truth be told, I got in where I fit in, and everybody loved it. So I became more prominent on the show. I got a hosting slot, and it became the 3 of us on the daily show, and Fab was on the weekends.
Okay. That's awesome. So after YO MTV RAPS, where did your career take you to?
Well, after YO MTV RAPS, I went back to school. I got my degree, finished my degree in communication from New York Institute of Technology, and then I went on to NYU, got my degree in marketing. And then from there, I worked at a marketing firm in New York City called Prasad Brothers. It was one of the biggest Black marketing firms in New York City. We did huge parties. If some of you guys are listening, remember our parties were hosted, actually powered by Tanqueray alcohol, wine and spirit. And, we catered to a lot of the Black businessmen. We did a lot of stuff for the Democratic National Convention, and Prasad Brothers was a marketing company that actually housed brands like Timberland, Pepsi, and we did a lot of stuff with them, and it was really cool. I learned a lot about doing events and doing marketing through them. So I finished my degree at NYU, and then I started my own company. After I did a stint of promotions with the labels, I worked with a company called Drive By Mobile Marketing. We did tours, we did all the Rough Rider stuff, you know what I mean? So it was really cool. So I learned a lot in relation to how to function in the business behind the scenes, instead of being in front of the camera. So, and I actually apply all that to my business now today.
Okay, so let me know about T450 now.
Well, T450 Style and Launch is a hip hop company, is an entertainment brand. We actually do marketing promotions. We also do special entertainment projects, film projects, and documentaries. Right now, we're doing a lot of stuff with myself, Ed Lover, and Dr. Dre. We have several projects lined up. My company is part of in a partnership with Old House Productions. Right now, we're going to be doing a live broadcast on Monday. We're doing something called Yo Just Say Vote. It's a live broadcast that we're going to be doing on Monday to get people interested in voting. And it's totally nonprofit and nonpartisan. And we're going to be talking in regards to all the things that a lot of people out there right now have, and they always have had issues in regards to what to do as it relates to voting. Where to go. Who your congressman is. If you're out of state and you're going to college, can I vote in this city, X, Y, and Z? We put together a website. We put together a website that can answer almost every single solitary question that you might have in relation to voting. We've actually got a bunch of people that, that work in the sports genre. Okay, and we're going to be interviewing them, and we're going to be talking to them in regards to voting. Some of their concerns when they started voting, how they felt about it. They're going to be speaking in regards to that as well. And we're going to be doing all this live on this Monday coming.
Okay. Where is this going to, is it going to be through Zoom or how is it going to be broadcast?
Well, it's going to be broadcast on our website, and the website is www.yojustsayvote.com. The link is going to be sent out. We're sending it out to several people. I'm going to definitely send it to you, and you can actually click the link, and you can join in and watch.
Right. So if you had advice for anybody that wants to get into the industry right now, what would be the best advice you could give them, especially during the pandemic?
Well, the industry has changed since I came up, because when I came up, it was a lot of hands-on. It was totally different than what it is now. Right now, what you have to do. You have to have your socials up. You got to have your exposure up. Because we don't have a lot of the big record companies and record houses that actually did all that work for you. You got to do a lot of that stuff yourself. You know what I mean? You have to know exactly what you want. If you're a recording artist, you have to know what kind of music you're going to be creating. You got to have a sense of purpose. If you're doing something different, like if you're acting, if you're just doing behind the scenes, you got to know where it's at, and actually, have a direction. It's about you having direction, and about, you understanding that it's not going to be an overnight thing. These things don't happen overnight. Even though they always say overnight success, they say, yeah, sure. That never happened. It's always somebody that put in a lot of time that you just didn't know nothing about, and all of a sudden they pop out. You understand? Because they've been working on it,
Definitely.
If I had to say it in a couple of words, I would just tell whoever's starting out right now, and they're trying to actually, get ahead in relation to the business, stay true to yourself. Work tirelessly.
Yes.
Because when you're sleeping, somebody else is up working.
Definitely.
I learned that from my partner, the great Chuck D. Chuck D told me one day, we were in the studio and it was 2, 3 in the morning, and he was, if you see all those Public Enemy, all the artwork Public Enemy displays with the gun sight and the logo, so Chuck created that himself at a desk with a pen. Yeah, he's a graphic artist by trade. So yeah, which is
I draw as well. So we have something.
Yo, that's dope. That's dope, man. That's dope. Yeah. So Chuck told me, he said, well, the other guy's not sleeping. He's up working too. So you got to keep it up. When you're tired, don't give into it. When you got something to do, it takes a lot of sacrifice to do this.
It really does. Yeah.
So stay true to it and work really hard, man. It'll happen for you.
Have you guys thought about revamping the MTV Raps and bringing it back?
Well, yeah, I can't speak on that right now. I have my orders not to speak on certain things, but we stay tuned for us as a brand. Ed Lover, Dr. Dre, and T-Money is a brand. We're together, and we're gonna be doing some things coming up. I mean, if COVID didn't hit, you would have already saw it. Unfortunately, COVID hit and slowed down the process. But we are doing this thing on Monday. We're gonna have Colette V. Smith. She's the first Black female coach in the NFL. She was with the New York Jets. We have Jalen Samuels. He's from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
Excuse me. We also have who else do we have? We have Kim Hampton from the New York Liberty, USA Basketball. Yeah, man. It's gonna be really cool, man. And they're speaking on their thoughts as it relates to voting, and you know, it's pretty cool, man. So if you guys get a chance on Monday, make it happen for yourself, man. You know, click on that link. Go to www.yojustsayvote.com. Click on the link, and then you can see, you know, what we talking about here.
What time is this gonna take place?
It's at 7 p.m. on Monday.
Eastern time?
What happened?
Eastern time?
Oh, no question. Eastern Standard Time. I keep forgetting we gotta do that now.
Yeah,
Eastern Standard Time. Monday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, me and Kim, we have history because when she was, well, she's still with the Liberty, but 10 years ago when I did my memorial basketball game for my brother, she actually came to Hillcrest High School where
no question. Oh, you went to Hillcrest?
Yes, I did.
Oh man, that's what's up, man. My boy, my right hand, D Mills, man. He went to Hillcrest. He played ball there. He's gonna be like, yo, that's what's up. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's my right hand. He's down with T450. Yeah, that's my guy, man. Yeah, he went to Hillcrest.
So, like, do you deal with independent artists?
Yeah, I did at one time. We've changed our business model because at one time I was working with a lot of artists, you know, and it gets as you well know, working with artists gets to be a bit convoluted. Sometimes you might not agree on your business philosophy with certain artists, and it takes a lot of time, you know. So we changed our business model. We shifted our focus to doing movies and documentaries and special entertainment projects. We're and you know and still doing marketing for businesses like the Pinot Project is a subsidiary of Pinot Noir. We're working with them. I'm working with a friend of mine who's a stylist for a company called Agla Italy. They do laces for sneakers, and they do sneaker accessories.
Okay.
So you know we're looking to do stuff with them you know, in the next couple of years. So
and what's the prerequisite that you look for when somebody wants to come to you to do a movie or a documentary?
there's so many things. If it's a documentary, you gotta look at the selling points. You gotta look at what you're trying to sign. You know, how much work it's gonna take. You know, how many if there are any contract issues. Does the person that's coming to you, do they own what they're trying to sell? You know, or they're in partnership with someone. You know, how far along they are in their project. You know, it's a lot of things that you have to consider.
Okay. All right. So outside of your project that you're doing with Dre and them and your business project, what else are you working on?
Well, that takes up all my time. You know, but basically that's basically it. I mean, my clients, all the things that we're doing with Ed and Dre, and the movies that we're working on. I'm working with a company, as I made mention to prior, Old House Productions. Ian Holt is one of my partners, and a gentleman by the name of Michael Alden, Hollywood producer. He's produced over 200 movies. Nice. He's worked and done plays. He's been part of a Tony Award-winning play. So we're actually right now working on a few movie projects. One in particular that I'm not technically working on, but I believe I'm going to be part of. I'm going to be in the movie. I believe the movie is called Cursed. It's starring Lindsay Lohan and a few other people. So you might want to stay tuned for that, because I think we're going to be shooting.
Hey, look, I act as well, so if you need any,
okay, no doubt. When listen, if I got my hands on it, I'll holler at you. Let me tell you.
Like 3 different movies. movies, but you know, like I said, with the COVID hitting, you know, we can't really finish it up. So yeah.
Okay, that's peace. I'm not mad at that, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so look out for that, man. It's Lindsay Lohan, man, and Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke is also starring in
Nice,
that too.
nice. I like Mickey.
That's
That's
gonna
real
be crazy.
cool.
You know, here Mickey's real people. So yeah, man. So it's going down. Plus we have another couple of film projects we're working on and a few documentaries as well.
So from your MTV days, do you still keep in contact with some of the artists that you built relationships with back then?
Oh yeah, man. I don't always call them, but you know, I feel the love because you know we in New York City. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So you know, we go out to the clubs and I always see everybody, man.
Right.
It's just good energy always. You know what I mean? Especially in the summer. Well, this summer, you know, we really couldn't do it
Yeah.
like we did last summer.
Mm-hmm.
But last summer we went to a lot of, you know, New York City does this thing called Summer Stage.
Yes.
And they all over the city. So I was at almost all of them last year, you know, and I saw a lot of people. EPMD perform, Slick Rick perform. You know, it was just, you know, there was Funk Flex with a couple of them joints. And, you know, I got a lot of love from everybody, which is cool.
Right.
Ralph McDaniels, who's, you know, he was doing some stuff this last summer, you know, but this summer was, you know, this summer
Yeah,
was thrown away because of COVID. But, you know, yeah, when we,
yeah, shout out to Ralph. He's the reason why I started doing Code 31 Media. He told me, like, I know a lot of people used to come up to him and say, yo, let me get down with Video Music Box. But he sat me down in the Queens Library and he was like, you need to stay in your own lane, create your own lane, make them come to you, make them know what Code 31 and Code D stands for. You know what I mean?
no doubt.
You know what it stands for, but competition officially doesn't exist. 31 is my.
Wow. CODE. Competition officially does not exist in this building. Code
Right.
31.
Code
Understand that.
1.
You heard
So
what I'm saying?
it's a blessing
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about.
to interview the legends and stuff that I grew up watching on TV. Like any opportunity I get to interview you guys, I'm truly humbled. I'm truly blessed to be in your presence. People don't
I'm
think things like
blessed to
this.
be in your energy because your energy is what makes this whole thing go around. Understand? Your energy, let me tell you something about people's energy. Okay, I'm big in the energy. Now, you're doing this show because this is what you love to do. You understand?
Yes.
You know, I tell people that work. Now, I have no problem with people who go and work and do that because you have to fuel your dreams because you need a job. You know,
Yes.
you do this but you do this because you love doing it. And that's real right there. You know, you can't pay for that. Like nobody, you know, to be honest with you, you can't, your love for this is what's driving you every day to do this.
Yes.
Not necessarily because you want to interview people you respect, but it's the fact that your energy for you know, for what you do, your love, when you get out of the bed in the morning, you think of Code 31. You think that this is what I'm gonna do. When you get online, you go, it's about Code 31. You know, when you go out to events, it's not about your 9 to 5. It's about Code 31. It's about you understanding what you're trying to build this. And every single solitary day, that energy happens for you. So I totally understand that as a business owner, that's what it's all about for you. And it's gonna happen for you. I have nothing but confidence. You keep that energy, it's gonna happen because it's inevitable. Chuck D also told me something one day. He said, "Now check this out. Life is like this. You ever stand on the line, and the line so long you can't even see what's up ahead because you can't see it because the line's so long. And then on that line, there are people that go, oh, I'm tired of waiting on the line not moving, so they fall off, right? You know, other things might happen. Now, the person that stays in that line and moves up step by step, guess what's going to happen to that person? They'll eventually get this shot.
Yes.
Because they waited online. You know, they were dedicated, they were diligent, they stayed where they were supposed to stay, they were focused. You understand?
Yes.
Keep doing that, man. You keep doing that. I'm proud of you. You keep doing that.
Thank you so
Real
much.
talk.
Thank
You
you so
understand? No doubt. I got you. That's why I'm here, man. I'm enjoying this right here.
I appreciate it so much. So if there was one lasting thing you would want to tell my audience before you go, what would you say?
Well, I can go into a political tirade, but I would say this. My people of color, I love you. I love you with all my heart. Whether you're dark, whether you're light, I love you with all my heart. Stop being venomous towards yourself. Because when you look at the next man, he's your brother. When you look at the next woman, she's your sister.
Yes.
Stop being venomous towards yourself. Because they kill us enough. You don't need to kill yourself.
Yes.
Embrace each other. Show each other love. Just because you helping the next person move up, don't take away your shine at all.
Definitely.
You understand? That's what's up.
That's beautiful. So where can they reach you on social media?
They can always hit me on at T450_. That's my Instagram. They can always hit me at www.we, the letter R, WeAreT450.com. That's my site. And just catch me there, or they can hit me at I just started another page on Yo It's TMoney on Instagram. So holla at me, man. Y'all get at me. You can DM me. If you're interested in talking to me about your business or whatever, and we can see what's cracking. Okay.
Well, I appreciate you being on my platform. And before you go, say your name and say it's Code 31.
Ooh, yo, what's the deal? This is TMoney, and it's Code 31 in the building.
Let's get it for
Peace.
the win. Thank you so much, TMoney.